This video is intended to demonstrate a way to maximize the yield from a single aspirate into multiple different assays. Once the needle comes out of the lesion, there should be material in the needle, the hub, and the syringe. This can all be separated into different assays. The first step is to remove the syringe with aspirate material in the tip and set that aside, allowing that material to clot a little bit. You could take a dry syringe, a clean dry syringe, and use that to express the material that's in the needle and in the hub onto a slide, making a small drop of the aspirate material onto one slide. You could then use a smearing slide to separate this drop into several other slides. Using a light touch, take a small amount of material off the top of the droplet, smear it onto another slide. You can flip the slide over to get a smearing surface on the smearing slide and separate the droplet into multiple smears. You want to make perfect ovals every time with this technique. It takes a light touch and focus on the smearing. So we have one slide in alcohol and one air-dried slide. And I'm making a few more slides here for molecular testing, such as FISH on a smear, or immunohistochemistry on a smear, or any other ancillary tests that might be needed. Since these smears are all from the same material, I would expect them to have the same type of cells. Using a red top tube, I can flick the material in the hub onto a slide. You can also use a safety device, needle trapping safety device for this step. This material tends to be the richest in cells, the material that's in the hub. So that provides one more slide for staining. We should still have some material left in the needle hub, and that can be rinsed into a solution such as saline here for flow cytometry or RPMI if that's preferred by your institution. You can also rinse it in any other medium that is appropriate for the ancillary testing that you might need for your case. Now, going back to the original syringe, which had material in the tip and has clotted, we can gently rinse that into formalin for a cell block. It doesn't matter if this hasn't completely clotted, but a little bit of clotting does help with the cell block preparation. By rinsing the syringe in this way, you get preservation of the architecture in whatever small tissue fragments are present in the FNA biopsy. So using this technique, we now have material on 4 smears in cell block, in saline for flow cytometry, with alcohol fixed and air-dried smears.